pneumonia. About the fifth time he's had pneumonia since he's lived here.
Is he the one giving it to everybody?
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
Man, it's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though's got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Avoids pressure. Still looking. Slips away. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable on last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll go right back to it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Give to the running back. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Unloads to the right. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Play number 9 on this drive. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Toppin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Running back goes in motion. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback checking the play. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt.
George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You can put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking to scramble. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job of quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets...
And he's got it inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And he just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On the ground, it's Soto. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. You build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. In the red area, it's Toppin.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third and goal from the 2? Touchdown tie! And the route is on.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's second and 7. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting those blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big. Ball security. That has got to be at a premium right now for this young man.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can...
Oh, look out! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 32 over Florida. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Toppins. Across the 25, he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. And his first throw here is incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
The lone back's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. Got room at the 35. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Off play action on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week. It throughout practice, you think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Toppin. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on second down. Quick strike complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. Man, they've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Tackle is made after the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.